Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Shaman King Flowers episode number 13 reaction. And this is the final episode of this season. So the previous episode we got to see the battle between Hana and that guy, the one who's with Yavis. Another thing got revealed is that the guy who's with Hana, I've forgotten his name, the army guy, he actually is going to be Hana's guardian spirit. I wasn't expecting that, because it doesn't make sense. Because Amdam was actually Yo's guardian spirit ally, so like he was just like temporarily with Hana. So Hana will have to find someone who is attuned with him. This guy is that one person. So that was very interesting. Like, I really didn't expect that. And also in the previous episode, that whole battle, we got to see how crazy, like, like experienced he is when the guy with Yavis attacked him, like, even after, like, like stopping time and bringing the bullet literally to his, like neck. He got shot, still he immediately, like, reacted and just shot him in turn as well. So he literally took him out along with him. That was crazy. So let's see what happens now. I'm guessing they'll probably like start again from another commune, as they said. Like, since this is inside the Great Spirit, you're not really dying, you're just going to be going to somewhere else. So that's what's going to happen, I guess. So let's see what happens today and how this season concludes. So let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's back again in this. Okay. Hmm. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Don't fight. Yeah. Right. Why then? Well, then the bushes. Right. Why are eavesdropping like that? Rethinking. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering. I don't think, like, here's the thing. I don't think John was giving her all. In no way can. Whoa, what? Wait, who's that? Oh, this is Thanos. Bro, maybe so. You think so? Okay. Hmm. Right. Yeah. Is it really that? Like, okay, I'll talk about it later. Yeah. So this is a little bit before, like, the war. Oh, there he is. There he is. A young, a younger version. I. Okay. Why? Sakurai. Yeah, okay, that's his name. I met your future self. They're probably thinking he's a spy or something. Yeah, they're thinking he's a spy. Oh my god, this. Hmm. Yeah. Yep. Like, what else can he even do? Yeah, in no way are they believing him. Uh, mm. Like, yeah. Kamikaze, yeah. They're going to. Yeah, they're going to, like, just. Yeah, it's a. Oh boy, it's just. Mm. So Hana doesn't understand what they meant by kamikaze. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Ugh. Okay, interesting. So Sakurai was a kamikaze pilot, not a normal. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, Hannah knows. Oh my god. Whoa! What the? They attacked the base? Naval bombardment. Yeah, he's realizing what war is. Oh boy. Okay, wait, so this is like a normal plane. This ain't a kamikaze plane, is it? Because otherwise, why would he take. Well, he's used to it. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it is designed to be a. It is designed to be, makes sense. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm also thinking, like, is it going to. Is he. Will he be able to get out when he understands the. Oh god. Well. Hmm. Oh god. Oh lord. Oh boy. Oh God. Since he's trying to escape. Right. Yeah. Oh God, he's there. No, no, he. Okay. Well, he was the one who actually shot you. Like, he was the one who defeated, even after he used his time stopping abilities. He literally just. Oh, God. Right. Yeah, this is not driving. He's, he's... Oh, damn. That was quick. Did you like get the engine or something? What happened? Damn. Well, that's why he's called. That's. Wait, how is. Oh, so. Oh, that is crazy. That is some wild stuff. He's shooting the pilot using a plane. That is absolutely insane. Oh. Oh. Oh, it didn't do it. Oh, Hana stopped him. Hmm. Oh. Shown Hana all the evil that exists down here. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, they knew that they're going to die, so they were ready. Hmm. Hmm. People who got carried away and stuff. I see. I see. Unconscious evil carried by the atmosphere. Yeah. Yeah, he said that in the previous episode. Like, he just got in because, he got carried away. Like, and it's ironic, that's why he's a kamikaze fighter. That's why, yeah, like I said, it's ironic because being a kamikaze fighter means he will die himself because he's his biggest enemy. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, like that girl, she wants to go back. I'll go back, even if I die. Yeah. Yep, he realized the true strength. This was covered in Shaman King as well. It's love. That's basically what it is. Right. Hmm. Yep, he's seeing that. Oh, wow. Yep. Okay, wait, they're ending it like this. That's a weird position to end it in. I guess it makes sense to end it here, but at the same time, for like a season finale, shouldn't they conclude it in a way where they'll be like, oh, Hana's back? But I guess okay, wait a minute. Maybe they'll take a while, it'll take still a little while for Hana to go back. He did understand the true meaning behind why he had to come here, but I doubt he'll be able to just pop back up out. So, okay, you know what? Let's wait. Let's see if there's an after credit scene. Yep. Okay. Oh, I was thinking maybe they'll be after. What? Okay, I understand it ending like that. It's kind of nice in a way that the way they ended it, like they ended it with Hana realizing what it is. But for a season finale, it's a bit weird, isn't it? If we had another episode after this, I could understand it ending at this point. Wait a minute. Are we getting another season, or is this like that's it for now? I guess. Um, like I say, like I'm saying, it ended in such a weird section. I feel like they're definitely going to have another season for this. Like, you know, it makes no sense otherwise. Like it stopped in like a mid conversation, like a mid like situation where Hana realized, oh, what it is, and he said that, and that's it, that's how it ended. Now if you had another episode after this, I could understand it ending like that, but the way it ended, I'm sure we're going to have another season after this. What I was thinking, like, because I heard a few people like mention in the comments that, like, I feel like the original source material, it's kind of ongoing. So I was thinking, oh, this season will probably be it for now, and then we'll get another season maybe like 1 or 2 years later or something. That's what I thought. But since it ended in such a weird section, like, just like, she, like, we still don't know how it's going to conclude. Now Hana's still in the Ashura hell. He did understand the reason, like the true meaning behind their words, what everyone told him, the what you were missing, and it ended in like that. So it didn't really conclude the whole section. It like stopped in a middle part, or like maybe almost at the end we are there, but it still ended in a weird section. So maybe we're going to get another season sooner than we expect, or at least I expected. I at least thought we're going to get need like at least 1 or 2 more years. But who knows? Either way, let's see. And another thing, there's also another thing I was thinking, that maybe this won't really get another season after this, because like, I don't know, like anime studios and like sometimes do this, like just adapt to one season just so that people get interested to read the source material, and that's it, just stop. you know so yeah, that was also something I thought as well. But in such a weird way they ended it. I don't know, it'll be very unusual if they actually don't do another season. So let me know what you guys think, like, and even if we get another season, when do you think will that happen? Will it be soon, or will it be like 1 or 2 more years or something like that? Because I genuinely want to know what happens after this, like the way they just abruptly ended it like that. Like, yeah. Right, anyways, so yeah, that was today's episode. So great episode, like the realization where he realized, that was really well done. I feel like, that scene where we get to see when Anna was shot as a kid, or almost going to get shot, how Anna and Yo like covered him with their own body, and like at that exact moment Hannah realizing what it is, the true answer to the you know to the question. So yeah, it's just that was really well done. Also, another thing we can see here is how the army men, they talk to Hana about Sakurai. They say that, oh, Sakurai is the type of person who gets annoyed at people who are like dragged in with the flow, who don't really think about it. They just do something because they're ordered to. Because of people like them, stuff like this happens, war and stuff like this. And he himself is one of those idiots. So his main goal is to kill those idiots and then himself. And that is why he's a kamikaze pilot. Because at the end of the day, it will end with his death. That's literally what a kamikaze pilot is. That's what the army people say. However, Hana was like, no, you're wrong. It seemed like that's the case. But I've talked to him, and now that I've known him better, I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get back out, get back alive. And I guess it makes sense. That is exactly why he reacted so crazily when Hana didn't let him shoot, you know, that dude, because if, at least in his head, if he shot him, that would have been the end to it, and there wouldn't be any reason to kamikaze into the whole situation, and he would be able to return back alive, you know. So he's trying his best to do that. Being a kamikaze pilot, he knows that his end, like the end of this, is, like it ends with his death. But he doesn't want that. That is why he takes out the pilot, and he takes out like the main people behind the whole thing. And when he had that very like a very good opportune moment to end the whole thing by shooting that, him, the one with the abyss, and Hana stopped him, he flipped out, because that was his ticket to get out of this alive, I guess. So something like that, I think. I'm not really sure. I feel like that's what happened, and he wants to go back alive however possible. So yeah, Hana realized that, because he talks about that girl, the one who's waiting for him, and yeah. So and another thing that Hana says, he was probably like you guys describe, when the army men told him that, oh, he hates people who get, who gets lured in with the flow, and he was one of them. That's why he wants to kill himself as well in the end. So when Hana heard that, Hana was like, he was like this before, probably, not now, because he knows him. He talked to him and everything. He knows. And a person like him, who talks about, like the person who's waiting for him, in no way does he want to end it all by killing himself in the end. So he's definitely the person who's trying to get out of this alive. And why is he trying to do that? Because of love. And that is how Hana got his answer to the question, what he's lacking: love. Because of that one thing, he was able to exert his 100%, and he was able to more than 100%, and he was trying to overcome all odds to finally, to for being able to get out of this alive. Because that's the thing, like, him being a kamikaze pilot is just like, it tells you that, yeah, his end will probably be him rushing into his own death. That is the only option for him being a kamikaze pilot, and there's no other options. That is what his whole thing is. So he doesn't want that, and that is why he's trying to find a way out of that, because and that's why he wants to kill everyone before, yeah. And yeah, I guess it makes more sense now. And since he's able to do all of this just because of that one emotion, obviously that is what prevails. Even in Shaman King as well, in the end, if you remember what happened, how, being the menace that he is, all just washed away in the end by one slap in the head by his own mother. Yeah, so that is what it is, like, at the end of the day. Right, so Hana now realizes that, and as soon as he realizes it, everything makes sense to him now. He realizes he understands what happened at that point when he was almost going to get killed, how his mother and father, and also the fact that Hana is left back home is also because of that. They don't want, like, Anna and Yo doesn't want him to get involved in situations like this, and why is that? Because they love him. He's their child. That is why, and that's why he he was left back at home. While Yo and Anna are probably doing these things and trying to take care of these situations, these dangerous situations and all that. So he understood that, and also like the fact, and then immediately after that he saw all his friends just in front of him, just in front of the freezer, just sitting waiting for him to wake up. Again, that's because they they respect, not respect, I guess you could say, like a lot of people love him over there, like Alumi and what's his name, Yohane. However, the new two characters, they don't really have that much of a connection with Hana. Still, I'm sure they'll be more connected later on. But for now, they are just like waiting for him to wake up because he's the leader. Again, because of love, respect, or whatever you say. And in the end, you can see the flower blooms, which is kind of interesting because where is it? Is it the opening or the ending? It's the ending, isn't it? Where there's a particular line, if you listen to it, Hana wa saku or something like that, which means the flower will bloom. And if you know, obviously Hana means flower. His name literally means flower, like Hana. So like in the ending song as well, like they say like Hana wa saku, which is the flower will bloom. So in the end, seeing that like that flower like blooming, I'm guessing that flower probably represents Hana. And and since it bloomed, you can understand like Hana has a way better understanding, and he understands the true meaning of what that whole thing was about. And yeah, and that is why not Yo, sorry, How put him through this, transferred him here into this Ashura hell, so that he could understand this. Yeah, and there you go. That was what happened. Now, like if we get a sequel to this, like I'm sure like Hana will get a lot better at understanding other people, and he'll probably show a drastic change. He'll definitely still have his like snarky way of talking, and like his hot-headed personality, because he literally gets that from Anna. But his outlook on everything will definitely change by a huge margin. His outlook will probably get closer to Yo's outlook on the world, and his personality will still be like Anna's personality. That I'm pretty sure about, because that is definitely his personality. He's not he's going to be like Anna completely, but his way of looking at the world and probably understanding the world will probably get closer and closer to Yo's way, the way he looked at the world and his ideals. So yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. If we get a sequel, like I said, I'm not really sure whether that will happen or not. But let's wait and see. Now, I'm not really sure. Like, let me know. Like, I don't hear Shaman King's any mention of this show anywhere in the Western community. No people talk about this. Very few people. But I'm guessing this is quite popular in Japan. Because there are a few shows like this which aren't really that popular in the Western community. But since it's so popular in Japan, it keeps getting sequels, and it keeps and they complete the whole story like that. For example, I feel like Gintama is one of the biggest examples of that. Gintama is huge in Japan. I barely see people talking about Gintama in the Western community. There are a few people who really love Gintama, like me, but I barely hear people talk about it here. But it's huge in Japan, and that's why Gintama had like a complete adaptation. Another show like that is, I feel like, Golden Kamuy. Barely hear people talking about it here. But it's quite popular in Japan as far as I know. That's why it's still getting sequels. Is that the same for Shaman King as well? I'm guessing, because otherwise I doubt it would have gotten like a sequel to a spin-off. This is a spin-off, I guess. Not a spin-off, like a spin-off sequel. Something like that. So let me know. If this is popular in Japan, then I have high hopes that it's going to get another sequel. In the Western community, nobody talks about this. I barely hear people talking about anything about this. So yeah, but in Japan, I'm guessing it's popular. Let me know. Then there is a chance that we're going to get, another sequel. And also another thing, overall this season, I liked it. I really liked it. The pace and everything seemed quite nice. Unlike probably the main, Shaman King, the way they rushed it in the end, I don't think they did that here, did they? Let me know, because I feel like everything was like, I feel like the quality was also upgraded here. Like the Shaman King remake that we had, I feel like it had its good moments, but there was a few sections, especially like the animations and stuff, which kind of started lagging behind as time went on. Probably because there's like a huge amount of episode they had to adapt. But since this probably is because this is like a small little 13 episodes series, and maybe they were able to give it their all, because everything looked really nice. I liked the animation. the pace seemed really, like well paced as well. I don't think they rushed it. So overall, I feel like this was, as an adaptation, I feel like this was probably a bit better than Shaman King, you know. So that's what I think, at least. Now I'm not really sure. Like I said, I haven't read the source material, so I cannot say how they adapted it, if whether it was well paced or not. Either way, I really enjoyed this, this whole this spin-off sequel. So yeah, let's hope for the best, and let's see that, hope that we get another sequel to it. Okay, and there you go, guys. That is it. That's my initial impressions on this episode. Now let me go to this episode, see by soon, and let me see if I missed anything. In the very first section, we get to see Hana was transported into another section of the Ashura Hell, and this time the planes are intact. So the war is ongoing still, and like Sakurai and all of them are still there. While all of this is happening, Ritsev and Seram had a conversation with Tamao, and Tamao invited them in to have some tea. And even though she knows that they will be their enemies, because they're from the team Yavis. Okay. After that, after that, we'll see Ritsev and Seram talking to Tamao, and Ritsev. Wait, who's Ritsev and who's Seram? I forgot about that. Seram. Anyways, either Ritsev or Seram. Like I said, I forgot which sibling's name is which. The male sibling. He says that, oh, you guys better, get out of this whole fight, because Team House stands no chance. Hanagami is pissed over there. A few people were listening to, they were listening to, eavesdropping on that. They also got pissed. Yohane and what's that kid's name? I forgot his name. I forgot his name. The one with Nama, the one who has the guardian spirit Namaha. I forgot his name. Anyways, they were like eavesdropping on that whole thing. Okay, so Tama was like, okay, I understand that you guys probably don't have any choice. Men is doing okay, thankfully. There was bloodshed here, but it didn't go in a serious direction. And then she asks, did that kid really kill Jun? Now here we get to see the scene again, and they're like, yeah, they definitely did. She definitely did. Now, here's the thing. Did she really? Maybe. But you think Jun was giving her all? I doubt that. In no way, how? Okay. We saw in Shaman King, Jun was completely, a different beast. And she gets killed by this kid? Who we barely get to know about? Really? Oh god, I'm not really sure. I doubt that. I think she probably let herself get killed because of some reason. I'm not really sure. In no way am I believing that. After seeing Shaman King, like some kid who randomly pops up just like off screens Jun, I cannot believe that. In no way. So yeah, she's probably dead, but I feel like the reason why she died was probably not because of what we think. She probably let herself get killed or something like that. I feel like, because yeah, I refuse to believe that Jun we saw throughout the whole Shaman King. We saw what she's capable of. Her getting off-screen killed by some random kid we barely know anything about. Right, yeah, I refuse to believe that. In no way. If that's actually what happened, I don't know what to feel about this. Really. Anyways, it's like, it's like Naruto getting one shot by some random character who pops up in Boruto. It's like that, the one character you've been following for so long, suddenly gets, okay, you know what, Naruto's probably a bad example. Maybe someone who, I don't know, Gara, yeah, someone like Gara getting off-screen killed by a random kid who popped up in Boruto suddenly. It's a feeling like that. No, in no way am I believing anything. Yeah, I refuse to believe that's what happened. It's literally a complicated feeling then. What? Okay, anyways, I'm sure we'll get to know more about that in the future. Right. So here you can see Ryu tries to attack them, but Tamao like brings out his her like spirit and just whacks him away. Right. Anyways, and there in the end, Tama was like, "Can you guys wait for a moment? Like, let Hana come back for now, and then we'll talk about it." And then we are back to Hana, and we see Sakurai is here again, confronting Hana. But Sakurai is way younger here, you know. And we get to see Sakurai's teammates as well, and they welcome him into the base. And Hana tries to explain everything to them about the whole mini Ashura hell. They're like, really? They don't really believe him in that sense. They're like, yeah, you know what? You can say this is a hell in a way, but obviously that's not what Hana meant. Hana meant it in a more literal way. But they're like, they're not really, like taking him that seriously. I guess because obviously, like they think they're still fighting the war. So for them, they don't understand that they've already died. Either way, and like here Hana gets to know about the whole situation. So Hana didn't realize what kamikaze means. I guess kamikaze pilots. He didn't realize. He probably thought that they're normal pilots, like who's going to fight. He didn't realize that their whole like sense, like their whole reason for being here, is actually to just jump into their own deaths. He didn't realize that at the beginning, at least. But when they explain it to him, he's like, "What the hell? That is crazy stuff. Like, why?" And you know, they're like, "Because it's over. Like our army is losing, and it's just like a last stand for us. That's all we can do. This is what we intended to do." And obviously, Hana's like, "This is stupid. Like, why would people do something like that?" Yeah, and that's the thing. That's a that's $1 million question. Why would people do this stuff like this, like war and stuff, where all that happens is that you lose things. Yeah. So after that, later on, we get to see Sakurai in the hangar, him doing the maintenance on his plane, and Hana asks him like, why? Like, don't act tough, because like, I know who you are. You have someone waiting for you, and you're saying that you don't regret this. You're not regretting this. I don't believe you. At which Sakurai remembers, like Sakurai is like, how do you know her name? How do you know her? And he remembers the past. Her name is Chiharu, and she said that she'll wait for him after he comes back, for as long as it takes. And while in the midst of this conversation, their army base gets attacked by naval like attacks, and everyone's like, let's move out, like let's go and like teach them a lesson. So obviously at that point, I don't think they had like the explosives in the plane. The plane was designed to be a kamikaze plane, as we see later on, because Hana literally comments that, oh, this plane is so pepper thin, like there's no defense, nothing. Because of that, I guess it's because like it's a kamikaze plane. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's probably because of that. Either way, you can see Hana's like actually like scared here, because that's the thing. Like, people cannot imagine the horrors of war unless and until they experience it. We can just imagine it, and imagining something and experiencing something is like heaven and hell difference. Like, I can understand the horrors of wars, but I'll never be able to understand it as much as someone who went through it. So that is why you see people being like just so callous and casual about this whole like thing, like war and in a whole, because they don't understand. They have never experienced it. That kind of thing. So you could see before as well, like Hana was pretty casual about it, but now he understands. He just realizes what it is to fight and put your life on the line. And then like they're off, and the main plan was for Sakurai to bring Hana to his base and put him over there, and yeah, then come back and fight the war again. However, the base was compromised as well. So now they're like, what should we do? Okay, next what happens is we get to see all the people, as you can see, all his teammates, they start like, like literally jumping into their deaths. And, like one of them just goes inside, acts as a distraction, while the other takes care of the other planes. One of the person over there was like, no, I cannot keep this going. Tries to get out of there. And he gets shot down by his own teammate. Because I guess that is betrayal, obviously. Because yeah, if he gets captured by the enemy unit, it's all over. Someone who is faint of heart, who is going to run away from a situation like this, is definitely going to leak everything to the enemy if he gets captured. So that's why they immediately take care of him. Obviously, Hana's like, what the hell are you doing? And he's like, that's what you do. Nothing you can do about it. And here you can see Sakurai's, and you can see Yavis, the guy with Yavis. Like I said, I forgot his name. He says that I really want to know why Hao chose Sakurai as his guardian spirit. He just looks like an ordinary man, in a war. And then we get to know the reason why. Like, obviously, what happens is we get to see he doesn't really shoot the plane, he shoots the pilots. Like, that's like, I guess that's like the easiest way to take care of the situation, is shoot the pilots. That's it. And that's what he does. And it's crazy to think about, he's doing this with a plane. Imagine the amount of accuracy and the amount of, like, planes are just going, like this and that, and the section where the pilot is so small compared to the whole plane. It's easier to shoot a plane. Then obviously it's not easy to shoot a plane. Plane's like always constantly moving. It's difficult to shoot a plane in itself. Shooting the pilot, that is like some next level stuff. And you're not even like like a stationary, like you're moving yourself along with the other plane. In that way you're shooting the pilot, and that's what he does, and that's why all the plane silently goes down. And you can see that's what he literally does, one after the other. And you can see he's also shooting the people in the water as well. Hana gets angry at that. Hana's like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you shooting the people in the water? Do you need to do that? Now here's the thing. Like I said, I feel like the reason why he's so thorough about it is because he wants to survive. He doesn't want to give the opponent any chance of recovery. The people in the water might become his enemies in the future if they survive. And for his goal, that is getting out of this situation alive, he needs to take care of all loose ends. That is why he flipped out so much when Hana tried to stop him to attack that dude. Yavis says that dude with Yavis. He flipped out so much and just shot Hana because for him he's a Hana at that moment was being an obstruction to his goal. His goal is to survive, which is very difficult because he's a kamikaze pilot. And to do that, to survive from that, because someone's waiting for him, he has to take out all like any chance of someone becoming his enemy in the future. He has to take that out. That's why he shot the people in the water, and flipped out at Hana and literally shot him because he was the person who was obstructing him to continue his goal. Something like that, I feel like. Correct me if I'm wrong, because after Hana gets shot here, you see the guys, his friends, they give a different version to the story. They think that he's doing it because he here we go, where is it, his reason for fighting, what he hates the most is not the war or the enemy, the people who get carried away, stop thinking, those who have lost their focus and become tools. Stop thinking. It is easy to follow the group. No risk of being noticed, nor of being martyred. But that is what happens in a war. People lured by illusionary money, launch body and soul against an imaginary enemy. But the bloodbath is completely real. Yet there are many who always live by letting them be carried by this unconscious evil, carried by the atmosphere. Sakurai was one of them. And okay, so that is what his teammates say, like that is why he's doing it. Obviously, as Hana says, that must be the reason why he started it, but now his reason is different. The reason why he's doing all of this and he's so thorough about it is because he wants to survive, because of someone out there who's waiting for him. And what is the emotion that is like driving him to do this? That is love, and that is the most powerful thing. The thing that Hana lacked understanding of. He didn't realize up until now. And that is why Hao sent Hana over here. It's not because Sakura is a good fighter or anything like this. He sent him because Sakura is the embodiment of what Hao wanted to teach Hana. He's a living or dead, whatever you call him, embodiment of that, of showing that path. And that's why he was chosen by Hao. Not because he's a good fighter or anything like that. Because of that. Because of what he has, what he's living, is literally what Hana needs to understand. And that exactly worked out exactly how he intended it to. Because Hana immediately realized. He's like, no, he must have been like that before. But now, it's different. And it clicks in his head. He's like, oh, it's love. And you can see he starts getting embarrassed because he realizes the true meaning and the true reason. The thing that they were trying to teach him. And what he lacked or whatever. And that is when he also, it flashes in his head what probably happened when he got shot. Anna protected him from getting shot. Hana also, god damn it, Yo also came in to protect Anna. Like Anna protected Hana, and Yo protected Anna, and all of them died at the same time. Here we go. And this is the force that will help me to confront myself with the flower of maize. And then he sees himself in the freezer and all his friends waiting outside for him to wake up. And Hana starts crying, and the whole place starts, the vegetation starts blooming. The flower blooms, obviously, which means, Hana, his name literally meaning flower, that's how they imply that he understands everything now. It bloomed, the flower bloomed. And and that's where it ended. Great episode, great ending to the season. Like I said, it ended in a kind of a weird section, so I feel like there's a high possibility we might get another sequel. Let me know. Like I said, I'm curious to hear whether this is popular in Japan or not. If it is, then I have high hopes for a sequel, so let me know. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. This was my reaction to the final episode of Shaman King Flowers. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next anime, whichever anime will be replacing this, the new animes that I'm reacting to. So yeah, until then, goodbye and have a nice day.